Hello everyone, this is Pleiadian Star Healer and welcome to this week's WTF Tarot Forecast. It's going to be for October 1st and this time it's going to be to October 4th on Sunday, because starting Sunday I'm going to be uploading the WTF forecast every Sunday from now on. So we're going to be, for those who are new to this video, my WTF forecast covers what is the WTF energy for the week, what is the hidden energy behind it, what it's supposed to teach us or the lessons, and how we can shift that WTF into one of our blessings. So let's get right into it. I have this beautiful rainbow aura here. So let's see here. So I pull these cards. I haven't looked at them yet. I always pull them and just keep them face down. So let's see. So the current WTF energy is pretty. Beyond the mind. Okay, so I feel like the collective is feeling kind of confused, kind of disoriented, with everything that's going on, not just perhaps in our personal lives, but also being affected by society, with the things that are going on right now, especially during the election, or, not election, but, all this like debates. And I think things are getting really heated, and there's just a lot of confusion and a lot of disappointment going on. For personal, I feel like there's perhaps some confusion about what they want to do in life or a certain situation that they're confronting right now. I feel like obsessive thinking, or perhaps even worrying, feeling disconnected mentally, like too much, what's they call that? Like mind chatter, perhaps acting irrational, and or not even not thinking with the heart, for some, perhaps not being fully present. You may be living in the past or perhaps living in fear. And also feel like you see it says beyond the mind. So I feel like perhaps you're not fully aware of what's in front of you, or you cannot see beyond of what's in front of you. Perhaps you're like overly logic without considering like the emotional aspect, because you're like too much into your mind and you're not really considering, your feelings. And perhaps like linear vision, where you just see straight ahead or just see black and white, but you don't really see the gray area. I feel like this also could be about the process of awakening, because you see like there's a lot of things happening above her third eye chakra. So I feel like this can also be an uncertainty of perhaps your spiritual journey, or, the journey that you're on, if maybe not for spiritually, but just in general. So that is the trouble that we're all having right now. So it's just too much in our mind, and we're like a little disconnected from our minds and what we want and what our heart wants. So what is the hidden energy behind this confusion? And we have, pretty. We have the Star Seer. I love that. It's really nice. So I feel this has to do with like knowing that you're bigger than what society says you are, or what people in your life say you are, or even to yourself, like self-limiting beliefs, and going beyond, climbing up the ladder. I mean, as you see in the picture, there's someone climbing up the ladder, and it's being sustained by someone bigger than that person. So to know that you're supported and that you are being carried to your destination. I feel like they're trying to say, like, listen to your intuition. Perhaps even taking more of a holistic approach, seeing the bigger picture of things. And I feel like getting clear on your path and where you're headed, and releasing feelings that the universe is against you. Because I feel like a lot of the collective are feeling like everything is going wrong, and it's like it almost feels like you're being punished, you know, and to understand that the expected journey, even though it's probably not going as planned, but it's in the most alignment with you. I also feel like since this person is climbing the ladder, you know, perhaps there's like opportunities opening for adventure. But I feel like it also depends on how ready you are to live the life that you're ready for. Because everything all depends on you, you know. Yes, of course, it depends on circumstances, you know, because not everyone has the privilege to do certain things. But at some most part, things that you can control, things that you can do, but you're just unwilling to because maybe perhaps fear or uncertainty, or you're overthinking, as with the beyond the mind, or too worried, it could, you know, delay certain things, you know. So I feel like also like lifting the confusion and the mind noise and tapping into your higher self, you know, trusting your instincts, you know, and to realize that you're on your way, whether you take note of it or not. But seeing in that perspective, it helps you understand better. Because if you see like this person is climbing the ladder, so perhaps maybe you don't see the result, you don't see where you're going, you know, but you're getting there, you know, and that person is getting to the star. And stars, like for me, is hope, you know, new things, new opportunities, you know. So that is the hidden energy behind your confusion, behind your worries, behind your mind chatter, you know, and really getting down to the bottom of where do you see yourself next month, you know, a couple of years from now. Like, how do you envision the person you want to become and the life that you want to have? All right, so let's move on to what is the lesson and purpose behind these two cards? And we have radical expansion again. Okay, so this is definitely the time for expanding. All right, like the things that are happening are really trying to shift you into expanding and becoming more aligned with the things that you want to do. So definitely this has to do with, you know, teaching you to break self-imposed limitations, you know, because most of the limitation that we have is mostly from us, you know, because even if there are people involved, we still consider those people, you know. So even if a person tells us, no, don't do that, or they make it hard, or they try to take away our power, but a part of us also decides to go with it, and we refuse to move forward because we fear we might lose that person, or we fear, you know, changes. So there's a lot of that, you know, we also become our own prisoner. And it's even harder when we also allow others to do that to us. So I feel like this also has to be about being more open-minded, because as we were saying, beyond the mind. So perhaps your thought process is a little too linear. So they want you to be more open-minded, be more free-thinking, perhaps even stepping into action, and be willing to expand fearlessly. Because if you see the female there, you know, her arms are just out, you know, her chest is open, you know, and she has this beautiful white dragon, you know, to just be fearless, you know, aligning life with what makes you happy and following your passions, you know. And the purpose of this is teaching you to be yourself, that if no one can accept you, not a person in sight. But it doesn't really matter, because the only one that needs to accept you is yourself. So let it be that the world is against you. Maybe you do feel like that. But really the one opinion, the one belief that really, really does matter is the belief that you have in yourself. So this is basically saying, you know, stop holding yourself back. Don't hold yourself back any longer. Unravel, because you see the spiral of the dragon, you know, unravel yourself. You know, release the judgment, because her arms are so spread out. You know, release the things that don't serve you. Release that judgment that you experience from others, mostly from yourself. You know, and to seek connection within yourself, or perhaps even your guides, you know, because you have star seers. So for these, you know, star seers that are watching this video, perhaps you need to do a little bit more work in connecting with your star family. Okay, so you really want to expand radically, you're going to have to take that step forward and really dive into channeling, of course with discernment and protection and shielding, but you really need to start like diving into connections more. Okay, and then so let's see, we have so how can we turn this what the fuck moment into a blessing? And we have freedom. Okay, so that makes sense, right? So yeah, you see, like it matches with the female, you know, like allowing yourself to break free from all the constraints, you know, because the heart is just open, you know, and you know, much like the radical expansion, you know, just, you know, promote like free thinking, you know, breaking perhaps even societal norms or conventional ways, you know, that you had growing up as a kid, you know, or those things that have been installed in you. You know, so it's just also like aligning your purpose and really knowing what is your idea of freedom. Like, what does it mean to you? And with your idea of freedom, how could you live that authentically? And also living the life that you love, you know, and making like necessary and healthy adjustments, you know. And these kind of things will promote inspired thinking. You know, I'm sorry for that, like New York City for you. You know, and also like finding the path to freedom, you know. So you have a lot to think about, but do it in a healthy way, you know, thinking in the sense, because we have beyond the mind, you know, so thinking in the sense of where do you want to go? What is freedom to you? How do you want to expand? You know, try not to live in the past, because beyond the mind, I feel, can also have to do with living too much in the past, living too much by your triggers, and really staying stuck in those negative feelings, you know. So it's really time to think, but constructive thinking, you know, and really thinking about where you want to be. So, oh, and I pulled an extra card. I don't know why, but I feel like my guide, my Pleiadian guide, Sarah, she wants to come through. So I took out an extra card because that's what I felt. So I'm just going to pull it and I'm just going to see what it is and see what message comes through here. And we have the harmonic flight. That's a very pretty card too. So let's see here. So I feel like my guy wants to say or question, you know, why do you split yourself in two? When everything that is paired becomes one, the unique balance of life. Through groundedness, you learn to fly in a harmonic state of mind. Look at yourself in all your feelings of awkwardness and discomfort. Keep looking until you behold nothing but beauty and love. There is no shame, no imperfections, no mistakes. You are all but learning how to exist on a paradigm your soul is not used to, that is continuously shifting. We, the Pleiadians, are proud of you, for any effort made is deserving of a reward. You are infinite, a beautiful structure of this universe. Take flight, for that is the foundation of your purpose, transcendence. We ask that you all take part in rising as a collective, for the energies create the spiral that keeps your existence moving. One can't move forward without one another. Okay, so that is the message from my Pleiadian guide, Sarah. And that is the end of this week's What the Fuck Tarot Forecast. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it resonated. And I hope that you found the clarity that you were seeking. And if you like this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I will leave my social media information in the description box. And also check out, if you're new to my channel, check out the other videos that I've posted. Perhaps you can find further clarity. So again, I will be posting the next What the Fuck Tarot Forecast on Sunday, on the 4th of October, and I will be posting it every Sunday from now on. So I want everyone to have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I will see you or speak to you next week. Have a wonderful day.